and then we're gonna do 2 practice balloons on this lid. So come over to the front. Come over to the front. And you're going to practice putting it on. This is without acid. So I'll be holding it. Okay, and try to make that the neck more centered, like that. Okay? Alright, so now do the next one. Pretend there's bubbling acid in here so your mind is ready. Mentally ready. There you go. Good. Okay, so you're going to do that twice when there's acid and water, acid and metal in here. Alright, so stand to the side. So that is our balloon placer. Second job is the balloon tire. So the balloon tire is when I have a balloon full of gas, and I'm gonna tie it up, but then I need a string around the neck of the knot, and that's gonna be Christopher Mata. So you're gonna be the one who ties the balloon. So let's say it's either someone takes your place or you do it. I need you to take my place. You're gonna do it? Okay, so let's practice that. Let's pretend Roger helps me take this off and then he puts a new one on. I'll be tying this. You have to be on this side. And you'll have to have goggles on because of the acid. So I'll go like this. And then you're going to have a string. You're just going to tie a knot around the neck. Yeah, just like that. Do a double knot. Tighter, because this has to stay on a stick afterwards. Okay, there you go. Good. Alright, there you go. And now we're going to tape that to the stick. The string to the stick. So now practice putting that tape on. Just use a little piece because this is just practice. Great. Alright, so thank you. So what I'll be doing with the hydrogen-filled balloon is holding it back. Can you screw it a little bit? So I'll be holding it like this, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it explode. This will be over here. And then the third job is the person who lights the balloon. Okay? The third job is the person who lights the balloon. So the person who lights the balloon is gonna be Alec. Alec's gonna light the balloon. So Alec, you're gonna.
Does he want to give it up? Does he?
You're gonna hold this. I'm gonna light this. You'll see. Okay. So Alec, light your candle. Okay. And then hold the bottom of the stick. And you have to heat the side. Don't do the bottom, do the side, okay? Heat the side. Alright, that is air. We do need to put something here because of the wax. Let me put some sort of tray. Alright, we'll put this into the drips. So next time, it's going to be hydrogen inside the balloon, okay? Well, you have a question?
Are there more jobs?
Who was it, Ryan? Okay, well, why is he, you gonna come in class? Okay, so you have to let him in, that's his seat. Okay, so that's your job, alright? You're gonna do that twice, okay? Alright, go to your seats, student jobs. Hang on to this, hang on to it. Go sit down. I have to make the acid now. And I have to get another string. Or we can use the same one. We can use the same one.
Is this still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
we're recording this whole thing.
Send me the whole video.
Where's Sebastian?
Roger, I got the good glasses.
Can I get glasses like that?
These are the only ones.
You remind me of Dahmer.
So I need to give you a job. You just turn off the lights this time, okay? Just turn off the lights. All right. So we got our 3 jobs. Let's go ahead and make some gas. So this wine bottle is empty, and I'm just gonna put this acid inside. This acid is strong enough to melt through skin and bone.
What about table?
The table too. So I'm gonna be very careful not to get it on my skin. So glass has a resistance to it. Glass has something that will not bond to the acid, but our skin does, and so does our bones. Want it?
Wait, what makes the acid bond to our skin?
So if I do spill some on my skin, so there's metal. There's metal in our skin. Also, the water makes our skin has a little bit of water inside, so it's very soft. Glass is hard enough that it won't like allow the acid to break through. But I have this just in case if I spill some on my hands.
Mister,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be better to put a little metal in the balloon so that way when you put it on, you could just like let it fall?
So so we are going to do the same thing, but I can put more metal here than in the balloon. So Roger's thinking of putting something in the balloon and letting the balloon be the container that dumps it in. I'm just going to do the way I was taught 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I'm going to take my ring off because that's made of metal. Let's put this in my...
I hold it for you.
No, it's all right. I'll put it in this little bag here.
Hold it for you, Mr. Miller. Put it back on.
Okay, well it's on video. I took it off for the experiment, not for anything else. Okay, so first things first is put the acid in. So I'm going to put the acid in. I'm going to try not to inhale it. You're going to see some smoke coming out. The smell is it's harmful to the nose, so I'm not going to inhale it.
So if I put on my hand, it'll be like in the movies with my phone.
It'll melt your bone.
All right. So maybe that was too much, but
And miss it.
yeah,
So it'll melt it like to my phone.
it will. Yes. Okay. So now we have our acid. Where's our balloon guy? Balloon placer, come on up.
I bring both. I'm gonna bring both.
Hurry up, Roger.
Come on, shut up.
Okay, so stand to the side. I'm gonna show the students how to put the metal inside, and then you're gonna put the balloon on top.
Okay. It smells bad, man? Bad.
Go ahead, put it on.
Wait, is that gas
Is it
in
gonna
your soup?
explode?
This is hydrogen gas.
Yeah?
It's hydrogen.
You're so glad.
We're gonna blow this up. So what I'm gonna do is, in a moment, I'm gonna pull this off, and then Roger puts the second one on, so we don't waste the gas.
Get out of it, Roger. Get out of it, Roger.
Okay, Roger, you ready?
Hey, you guys got it. Hey, Roger.
You put it in, alright?
I'll put it in.
Let me put this first, so it's sealed.
We gotta get ready.
And you don't need.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's like.
All right. So we'll set this here. We'll let that inflate while I tie this one.
Oh, is the balloon cold, mister?
The balloon is not cold. It's just regular temperature. Okay. Go ahead and tie your knot around. Show everybody.
Hey, mister.
Yeah. Okay, just let it. Give it time. Give it time.
How is the acid on the
Make it a tight knot. You don't want it to fall. Okay, great. And then we're gonna tape it. We're gonna tape it. Yep. Perfect.
Bro, don't touch it.
There's a hole in it.
Bro?
Yes, because you could hear a little noise and.
Yeah, that's how you feel.
Okay, we're gonna do this first before we replace it. All right. Okay, where's our lighter? Get the lights, please.
How do I turn them on?
You gotta make sure you put
Push the red. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, mister, can I record on my phone?
Yeah, but you have to find an angle. Okay, so you're gonna hit the side. Okay. All right, ready, everybody?
I guess I'm scared. Honestly, I shouldn't focus it.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so we'll do it twice. You can blow it out. All right. So
Red.
you said this one has a hole in it. Okay.
Do it again. So I'm gonna record.
Now we're gonna do it one more time.
You were scared hard.
Use a green balloon.
You were scared?
Okay, ready? Come on over to the side.
That's
That's
crazy.
Hey, Mister, that shit smells like those little blends that you got from the 99 cent store.
God.
It has like those bullets and like revolvers.
All right. So feel this on the side. It's very hot. Yep. Feel the temperature of this mixture. It's very hot. Feel the bottom. So that's the energy that comes out of the bonds when it makes bonds. Very nice, very nice. You got a slow motion. Feel the bottom.
This isn't showing up for me.
Very hot.
Can we put more acid in it, Lester?
So once there's gas inside, the if I try to put acid in, the acid comes right back up. So we have to wait for this to
Why not
finish.
your brain?
But I could put more metal in. But if I put more acid, it's gonna risk my skin getting splashed on.
Wait, fella.
You feel the heat at the bottom?
Send me the video.
No.
So when new bonds are made, energy is released.
Oh, it's not even that hot, probably.
Alright,
You
so
should add more acid.
if I add acid, this gas pushes it right back up.
Also in danger.
So what I could do is add more metal, but there's still a lot of metal in here. I think I could probably add a little more metal if I take the balloon off. But then putting the balloon back on is tricky without losing the gas. So we'll let this inflate. While we wait for it to inflate, let's add acid to chicken and see what that looks like.
Acid to chicken? Hey, Mister,
Yeah.
so what would happen if you add like a drop of acid on it?
That's how
It
you
would,
do
it
it on
would
chicken.
melt through your finger.
Like that?
wanted to drop.
It would probably
Just burn?
it would burn. It would hurt. It would probably foam a little bit. If you ever gotten a wart burned by acid, that is the same. It's very similar. This is probably stronger because you don't want that to go to your bone.
Let me get a bite of the chicken for you.
It's not for. I put it on the table. It's
Wait,
not
where'd you
for-
get that from, mister? The chicken?
this is for my lunch. This is for my lunch. Yeah.
So that's like the type of acid that goes through stuff or not?
This is that type of acid that goes through stuff. If you saw Breaking Bad, there's one episode where the student put the bodies and acid in a bathtub.
That's the acid you use?
That's the acid he used, and then what happened was the bones and the skin they started to melt.
Who, Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, that's Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Maybe Jeffrey Dahmer did it also.
He would put the acid in their brain.
Container.
Wait, who's in the container?
Dahmer. Where he just get your bone. He wanted to suck off the bone, that's why. No, not that bone.
He was gay though, so I think it makes sense. How many if you drink, do you think it kill you?
Of course.
Like just one sip?
One sip, it'll probably just melt the tongue. It wouldn't even make it to the stomach
Why wouldn't it?
because it would just bond to the tongue and pull. It would break the tongue apart, just the way the metal zinc was being broken apart. Okay.